This is the English Literature Web YouTube channel. I am Professor L.B. Gayakawad, teaching here the reading comprehension and the topics of reciprocal teaching in the sense of reading comprehension and the instructional conversation in the reading comprehension. Here, this is the topic 5th, and now we will begin with the topics. The reciprocal teaching is the technique of reciprocal. Remember here, this is the particular technique which is very much important technique, and this technique is called the reciprocal technique, and this is really reciprocal technique. Anne Mary Sullivan and N.L. Brown progressed this technique in the 1980s, means around 1980s. This reciprocal teaching teaches students to predict, summarize, clarify, and ask questions for the section of a text. It means that here the reciprocal teaching teaches the students, means what is actually the reciprocal teaching. This reciprocal teaching is there which is useful for the teaching issue, means this teaching teaches the students as well as the teachers also, and this reciprocal teaching teaches students to predict. Predict means what? They can guess or they can know, means the students have here the particular opportunity to predict about the particular words and phrases and text, means they can get the meaning as per their own understanding. Then they summarize. Summarize means what? They do the summary, means they do the shortcut explanation of that particular passage, that is called the summarize. Then they can clarify, means they can clarify their ideas. Their ideas means what are the ideas in the text, what are the ideas in the passage or paragraph, and these ideas are told by them in their own languages. That is called the reciprocal teaching. And with the understanding of their own, they do the analytical study of the text, and then they clarify, or then they put their own opinions, or I will say they put their own criticisms on the particular paragraph, and then there is the reading, then there is the comprehension of the particular text, and then they give some particular short sentences. They do some business of selecting questions and their answers, and in this way they build their own structure of language, and then they ask questions. Then it means that the students become very much able to have the ability of asking questions for the sections of the text, because the text is there and they read the text, and while reading this text they prepare themselves to ask the questions, and they prepare the questions, and then they ask some questions to the paragraph or to the particular ideas, and they then from that passage or paragraph, I will say, they get the answers themselves, because the answers are also they are hidden in the text or the passage, and the questions are also there hidden in the passage, and that's why here the students get the development in this way when the comprehension topic is there, or when the students have been given the particular topic of the comprehension. Summarizing is an effective technique for building students' comprehension. Remember, when the passage is there, when the particular text is there, paragraph is there, then to do the comprehension exercise of that particular text, the students become expert in summarizing the particular topic. Means if that topic is long, or if that idea is long in this, or there is the depth, then those students summarize that idea or summarize that sentence, or easily those students do efforts, and they become the particular experts at knowing the idea, and they do the summarized matter out of that text. And this is so very effective technique for the students development, in the sense of the progress of words or sentences. Means they can understand the particular structures, meanings, means they can understand what is subject, what is verb, they can understand what is the tenses, they can understand what is the particular question format, exclamatory sentence. Means all these things they can understand easily, and in this way, with the help of this summarization, they can be very much expert in building their own comprehension. The idea behind this is that the students will develop the stronger reading comprehension skill on their own. Means the students are there at first, I will say, ignorant in the sense of the summarization or the comprehension. But when we are putting the particular passage, paragraph, or the text before them, then they try there, and they become really the skill-based students with the help of that passage or with the help of that idea. Means they do, means when the teacher tells them to have the particular exercise on the text, then they try, and the students will progress. Then the reading comprehension skill, means they progress their own reading comprehension there. If the teacher gives them the particular open mental tools for giving justice to the text. Means if that teacher is giving the students the exercise in the sense of mental means really this is the I will say nourishment to the particular brain. Means it is the exercise of the brain. It means that when the teacher will give them the exercise mentally, then it will be the justification to the text. And in this way, here today we have finished the reciprocal teaching, and now we are going to the instructional conversion in the reading comprehension. Comprehension is known as the conversation which is given with the instructional methods. Means there are some instructional methods. It means that there are some instructions, and those instructions are used, and with the help of these instructions also the students can understand the comprehension skill. And those instructions are given by the teachers. Means these instructions are very key instructions which are very important on the part of the teachers, and these instructions make the development of the students in the sense of the comprehension. Then there are the groups of the students, and with the groups also the comprehension happens very nicely. And in that group the students give instructions to students. Means in this way unanimously the exercise of comprehension happens very nicely through discussion on the passage, paragraph. Comprehension is done. Means remember, discussion is very important. When the teacher discusses with the students, and when the students discuss with the students, or when there is the general discussion in the students about that text, or about that sentence, or about that particular idea, then this discussion makes students very interesting, very enthusiastic, and then the students get the particular interest, and then they go on doing the particular comprehension of the passage. And this is the discussion, which is very important, and that's why the teacher should have the honest efforts of arranging the group discussions, I will say, among the students, and he should take the practice of group discussions among the students to develop the comprehension skill of the students. This discussion creates the ability of higher level thinking opportunities among the students, and because of this discussion, what happens, uh, the students discuss with each other, and that's why what happens, the students create the ability of higher level thinking opportunities. Means the students uh, uh, think there very higherly, I will say. Means the students uh, get the idea of thinking on the higher skill, or they can understand the uh, tact of thinking on the height, and they can do the particular comprehension of the passage very highly, I will say. The teacher can create this with his honest efforts. Remember, the honest efforts are important on the part of the teacher, and if the teacher is really spiritualized or honest, or if he keeps morality with him, that teacher can do this very nicely. The teacher creates here the critical aesthetic types of thinking on the text. Means just we saw that the teacher should be honest, and such honest students can create among the students the critical technique, means or critical eye. So what is critical means? Critical means what? When the students will read that passage, they will understand what is the right side, what is the left side, or what is the positive side or negative side. Means they will do the analytical study of that particular passage, and that analytical study will make the characters of the students, but it will happen only because of the honest efforts of the teacher, I will say. Then students will get the aesthetic eye. What is aesthetic? Aesthetic means it will be the beautiful thing out of the beautiful things. Means there are some beautiful things around us, and those beautiful things are called the aesthetic things. And out of these beautiful things or the aesthetic things, the students will create again new aesthetical or beautiful things, and that will happen the creation or development among the students. And in this way, because of the honest efforts of the teacher, the students will develop their aesthetic eye, critical eye, and this will happen only because of the comprehension level and the honest efforts of the teacher. As per Vivian Thayer, I will say the teacher should implement the discussion class-wise. Means it is the duty of the teacher to take such discussions, such implementation class-wise. Means every teacher should pay attention to the students, and they should give particular value to the discussion of the students. Means the teacher should organize the group discussions of the students, and then the reading comprehension or the comprehension or the critical analysis, or I will say the particular study of the text or the knowledge of students in the sense of language will increase a lot. And thus the teacher helps his students to generate ideas and new questions, and in this way the students will have the capacity of creating new ideas, new questions, and easily the students will be enthusiastic, will be inspirational, and they will have the particular tact of selecting the questions, the ideas easily. Their eyes will go to the important issues in the text, and they will get the knowledge of those ideas and the questions. Here today we have finished the part 5th, reciprocal teaching and instructional conversation in the sense of the reading comprehension. I am stopping here. We will again come in front of each other with a new topic. Thank you very much.